Solo. Number 9, Benham Lewis. Number 10, Mustafa Gulshin. Number 11, Joshkin Orban Gura. Number 12, Sina Ermitash. Number 13, Mert Gohan. Coached by Kadir Kiriou and Barak Olshenau. If everyone would please be standing for the Turkish national anthem. Playing with black hats, wearing black caps, the French under-23 men's team. Number 1, Antoine Grandmamas. Number 2, Pierre Valance. Number 3, Pierre Albanilari. Number 4, Nicolas Grandmamas. Number 5, Vincent Idrisov. Number 6, Lucas Bayfon. Number 7, Thomas Griffin. Number 8, Lucas Marcel David. Number 9, Maxime Pauzer. Number 10, Damien Chevalier. Number 11, Hyacinth Flanagan. And number 12, Antoine Diamant. And coached by Louis Auder. Ladies and gentlemen, please be outstanding to the French national anthem. We wish both teams the best of luck in this, the final game of the 4th CMAS World Age Group Underwater Hockey Championships. Good luck and let's play. My apologies, I forget the officials. We're getting too excited about the game that's just unfolding in front of me. Officiating, we have Robbie P. a local Hobart referee. Jamie Andres, Chief Executive Referee Simon Talbot, also from Hobart.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames and messieurs, here we are for this, the final game of the fourth World Age Group Underwater Hockey Championships. I am Nick Martin, and for the last time, the pleasure of my company is joined by Stuart Parkinson.
Yeah, g'day guys. It's very nice to be here with all of you as we watch the last 6 minutes of this pre-game time. Before this gold medal match kicks off in the under-23 men's division for the World Championship gold medal, Turkey versus France. What an absolute nail-biter. What an absolute humdinger. I'm excited, and I'm sure you are too, Nico.
Absolutely. Pull up your pants, do up your buckles, pull up your socks, strap up your mask, and get ready for what is going to be a battle of the toughest as a strong competitor joins us here in the commentary booth, Thomas de Trebon. Thomas, welcome back to the commentary team.
Merci Nick, merci Steve, merci les Australiens.
Where's Steve?
Steve, friend of Stu. Donc merci à tous, nous revoilà encore pour une finale. Une grosse finale, les Français jouent leur finale, ils vont jouer pour gagner, les Turcs vont jouer pour gagner. Il y a un affrontement, deux styles complètement différents, nous allons voir ce qui va se passer bientôt dans 5 minutes.
Yes, we got just over 5 minutes left to go here as we, let's have a look at some stats here, guys. So Turkey finishing top of the table here. 9 wins, 51 goals for, 2 against, a dominant performance by Turkey throughout the round robin, Paco.
Yeah, it really has been. They've certainly been the team to watch, the team that has played the most aggressive, the most free-flowing, and the most sort of like breakaway style of hockey at this competition. It's going to be very interesting to see if the French lads can come up with something to counter that, Tom.
Effectivement, donc les Turcs ont dominé la compétition, ils sont au-dessus de tout le monde physiquement. Mais rappelez-vous, les Français s'étaient fait dominer par les Néo-Zélandais et leur ont montré qu'en demi-finale, quand on veut gagner, on peut gagner. Je crois que ça sera la clé du match pour les Français. If you want to win, you have to win.
Yeah, that's sound advice from Thomas there as we now have a look at the French team. So the French team finishing third in the round robin, 9 games played, 7 wins, 2 losses, 40 goals for, 10 goals against, Stu. So the French being dominant in this round robin, but certainly not as strong as the Turkish.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, obviously stats are stats, so you can only take them so far, and finals hockey, as we all know, is something very different. So either one of these two teams, it's certainly theirs to win, and if they're not careful, it'll be theirs to lose. As you can see, the Turkey guys getting very energetic with a very nice war cry there. We've got just under 4 minutes remaining. A reminder to you guys that jump on to GoFundMe.com/Hobart 2017 and donate generously, please, to support the junior underwater hockey development.
Yeah, and a shout out to Liam Watson and Hydro Underwater Hockey, our largest donator so far, sitting at over $550 donated by them. So their support for this event has been absolutely fantastic. And let's go back to the stats. These teams met way back in Game 5 where the Turkish got over the French in a 2-1 victory, Thomas, on day 1 of this tournament, which seems like it was about 15 years ago to me.
Tout à fait, donc 2-1, un des premiers matchs. Les Français se sont fait battre 2-1, 2-1, tout est encore possible. 2-1, c'est comme s'il ne s'était rien passé, c'est comme le 0-0 de France-Angleterre tout à l'heure. 2-1, le match reprend à 0. Les Français sont prêts, nous sommes maintenant à 2 minutes 50. Let's see.
Yeah, so just over 2.5 minutes to go here. Let's check in with some goal scorers. It's Saadettin Ibrahim Genkel, I think, leading the goal scorers there for, no, I lie, number 12. It is Sina Demiritas, who's put the most goals in for Turkey this tournament, putting in 5. And obviously Amer Efgan, the number 4, the Turkish goal machine, who's also put in 12 there, Stu.
Yeah, amazing players, and both those dudes have got a lot of speed to burn, so it's going to be interesting to see if they find some space, and if they do, it's definitely going to be up to the French to try and slow them down, cover the line, and do some quality defence. If they don't get their stuff in a pile, they will certainly get made to pay by those Turkish attackers there, Nico.
Yeah, and sitting out for Turkey, we've got Berehan Yildiz, the number 9, and Mustafa Gulshkin, who's the number 10, Thomas, and who's resting for France today?
Aujourd'hui, nous avons Vincent Idrisov qui va se reposer un petit peu et Antoine Deilma qui va se reposer aussi, mais se reposer ça ne veut pas dire qu'ils vont rien faire. Les 12e joueurs sont là pour aider leurs partenaires, les soutenir, et ils les soutiennent dans la tête grâce à la télépathie, car les Français, nous utilisons la télépathie pour pouvoir soutenir les 10 autres joueurs. They help the 10 other players with telepathy. French, we used to work on it and it's working very well so far.
Yeah, no, obviously your under-19 boys having a great result there. But Stu, let's go down to what is going to be the biggest battle in this pool, and it's the battle between number 4, Amir Effajan I, and the number 9 from France, Maxime Paiser, both sporting sensational face raccoons.
Yeah, some serious facial raccoonery going on there, as you said, Nick. And obviously both of those lads are to be commended for the amount of leadership and command presence they bring to every game that they play in. It's going to be interesting to see which one actually takes out the facial raccoonery gold medal here today, Thomas.
Tout à fait, Stu. On va bientôt le voir. Nous sommes à 45 secondes du départ. Les équipes sont en train de se préparer. On regarde les Français, les Turcs qui sont à l'écran. Les deux ont une façon différente de se préparer. Laquelle est la meilleure? Nous allons bientôt le voir.
So with 30 seconds left to go, we've got over 200 viewers and already 20 hours of this game watched by those 200 people, Stu. This is going to be a fantastic game, and it's really going to be who can stamp their foot on it earliest, Paco.
Yeah, it will be. It's going to be a fierce battle. As we've said before, it's going to be very interesting to see if the French can lock the Turkey guys down. Hopefully the French lads have been out there this morning eating a whole bunch of very sugary almond croissants, and I know the Turkish lads will be seriously hammering into their Turkish delights as 5 seconds is counted down. This game is about to kick off, and I am very excited here, Thomas.
Exactly. Nous sommes partis maintenant. Attention, l'image sous-marine. Underwater, guys. Yeah. So I think les Français ont touché le palais en premier, mais le palais reste au milieu. Toujours j'ai une domination française, mais maintenant les Turcs reprennent le contrôle.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of seal imitations there as players just flapping their arms and legs on the bottom trying to hold their position, as Turkey curling that puck in the middle and swimming strong out of it right on the on-ramp to the highway there, Stu.
Yeah, not surprisingly, Turks coming out of the blocks absolutely firing with a whole bunch of energy. The French guys having to give ground to maintain possession here, and you can see just how close the Turks are coming to this tray, Tom.
Voilà, donc il y a une très grosse poussée des Turcs qui a été sauvée par bonheur par les Français, mais il va falloir se reconcentrer. On a vu la pression des Turcs au 1 contre 1, ils semblent plus forts physiquement par les bras. Il va falloir se récupérer avec de la technique pour pouvoir ressortir. Attention, ça.
As we see the Turkish driving through strong, and the French player there just managing. No, we've got an infringement. He's used his hockey baguette in the wrong way there, and he's chopped off one of the Turkey players there, Thomas.
J'aurais pas pu dire mieux, c'est parfait, Nick. Your French is perfect.
As the Turkish guys are going to have to try and see off the onslaught of these French guys as they attack the far right-hand wall here. You can see how congested it is at the moment. The French slowly but surely cruising down the pool here, Nico.
Yeah, look, it's going to be interesting to see what structures the two teams go with here. Both have played many different ways throughout this tournament. We've seen both teams playing proactive and reactive hockey, and my feeling is today it's the team that goes the proactive approach is probably the team that's going to win, Thomas.
Bien sûr, Nick, on le sait tous, c'est la façon de jouer de l'équipe qui va déterminer son action et celle qui va le vouloir le plus. Pour l'instant, je dirais l'avantage est aux Turcs. Ils ont montré une grosse pression, mais the advantage is going back to the French, maybe.
Yeah, you can see this game continuing. A whole bunch of how your fathers is getting dished out by both the French and Turkish guys. There's lots of don't argue down there on the bottom of the pool, Nico.
Yeah, it's a bit how you're going on the wall there at the moment, is it? It as both teams fight out for control of the puck. But Tom, no one really keen to take possession. Everyone pretty keen to just hit it as hard as they can.
Yeah, I think it's like in rugby. You want to first hit the guy and you destroy him, so after he will be crying and let you score. So maybe they want to do that, both teams, but so far not looks good for the French.
Yeah, as we get a great crutch shot of Robbie Fabio Kilpatrick with his flowing locks hanging out the back of his hat. As a big switch by the Turkish and straight recycled to the middle of the danger zone there, Stu. Turn and flick. It's gone in the bun.
Yeah, it's in the tray, and by the looks of it, the referees are saying no goal. No thank you, Turkey. That's a free arm, and back you go. So Para, the Colombian ref, is setting his early dominance on this game there, Nico.
Yeah, so Para seeing a bit of free arm work there and doing some exaggerated signalling as we see a bit of a replay here. And you can see there, yeah, I mean, as the Turkish player is curled, he has used his free arm to lever that player off the bottom, so I can see what Para's picking up there, but Thomas, a bit of a let-off for the French boys.
Oui, donc on vient de le voir, les Turcs ont mis une grosse pression et heureusement ils ont fait faute, ce qui fait que ça nous a permis de récupérer le palais. Mais bien sûr, il va falloir revenir dans le match. Là, on voit bien que les Français ne sont pas encore à 100% dans le match, donc les gars, allez-y, on pousse pour vous.
Yeah, it certainly seems to me, Paco, that it's the Turkish playing the proactive hockey at the moment and the French just trying to respond.
Yeah, I think the French are doing a lot of soaking up a whole bunch of attacking pressure being applied by the Turks. The Turks looking really dangerous as soon as they get the puck. It's almost like they have that puck on a string a little bit at the moment. They're throwing some big flicks and the flicks are landing with their players. You can see them taking an advantage puck here, Thomas.
Oui, donc là, ils avaient un avantage avec le palais. Malheureusement pour eux, les Français ont quand même repris le contrôle. Heureusement pour nous. Mais ce qu'on voit là actuellement, c'est que les Turcs sont plus nombreux que nous. Ils restent plus longtemps au fond de l'eau. Et ça, c'est pas bon pour les Français.
Yeah, as the French just settle down into the back corner there, Stu, taking a bit of pain au chocolat and just dipping it away as they try and clear this puck out of their defensive corner.
Yeah, they really need to get on the gas and thrust forward. You can see here how they're just sort of stagnating in the corner there, and the Turkish guys are really putting a net around their French baguettes at the moment. So unfortunately for the French, they're really going to have to come up with something different to counteract this whole bunch of Turkish delight getting thrown down in the pool at the moment there, Thomas.
Alors, ce qu'on peut voir actuellement, c'est qu'on a 3-4 Turcs pour un Français. Donc on peut dire un Français arrive à handle. One French can handle 4 Turkish, but the problem is the Turkish still have the control of the game.
Yeah, the French just not willing to take control of the hockey baguettes and lock it down. And at the moment, it's just a little bit stale. They really need to freshen that up a bit there, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. And funny old thing, the puck's just gone from one defensive corner over to the other. The French guys know the corners well in the game of underwater hockey, but at the moment all the pressure is being applied by the Turks, and actually the Turks putting a little bit of sort of French magic into this game. Every time it comes down the back wall, the Turks are very quick to get in on the back wall and disrupt the French defensive rotations there, Thomas.
Oui, donc tout à fait, Stu, hein. Donc on voit bien, les Turcs pour l'instant ont la maîtrise absolue du palais. Même si les Français sont là, ils ne sont pas assez là. On le savait, les Turcs sont très forts, on l'a vu, ils ont été très forts. Maybe we can have the picture underwater, please. Yeah, thank you. Et donc, encore une fois, donc les Français protègent dans le coin. Ils protègent, mais ils n'attaquent pas. Ils sont sous pression. They're under pressure. And that's not good to stay under pressure.
Yeah, and para signaling for the helicopter there as we see the French boys just breaking on the line of attack there, Stu. And Turkey on the attacking 5-2 here. Dangerous position for France.
Yeah, that's right. As the ref timeout, I think, is being called by Para. As the players come back to the surface, you're right, the French have been called for a break. A bit of a emergency helicopter extraction needed for the French here as they put up with a whole bunch of attacking pressure by the Turks here, Thomas.
Yeah. Ouais, donc jusqu'à présent, hein, nous ne sommes pas très heureux avec le jeu français. Par contre, nous pouvons être heureux avec le jeu turc. Ils mettent de la pression sur les Français, ils les écrasent dans les buts. Attention à ne pas se faire attraper avec des fautes, les enfants.
Oh, and it's been curled out there. Great work with the hockey baguette there by the.
This is Master Chief Baguette.
Yeah, that's right. As you can see, the French do a lot of good defending. The Turks very quick at throwing that massive puck back over into the centre channel and really doing a good job of coming straight down into the highway to the danger zone here. And the French, as far as I can tell, they're certainly at the extremity of their defensive capability at the moment. They're doing a good job of keeping the Turks out, but unless they come up with something different, it's going to be only a matter of time, in my opinion, Thomas.
Je suis tout à fait d'accord avec toi, hein. Là, les Turcs font passer le palais à 5 mètres des buts. 5 mètres des buts, ça veut dire qu'un tir arrive à 2 mètres. Il suffit juste qu'un petit flic de baguette, comme on dit, et ça sera un but. Donc là, les Français, il faut absolument appuyer sur les palmes, se remettre dans le match, se positionner en face du palais pour avancer, comme ils essaient de le faire maintenant, mais pas en protégeant le palais sur la gauche, les enfants.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Thomas. That's exactly how I would have put it, as we see the French regain possession of the puck. But once again, just a little bit of mucking around there. And look here, the loose flick to the centre as we got the Turks picking that one up. Turks having no trouble finding the on-ramp to the highway here, but just getting stuck in traffic every time, Stu.
Yeah, they don't mind the old, sort of duck and shovel. They don't mind the old look-away push as they get it all the way onto the tray in good physical positions to press this advantage.
Nath Whelan comes straight to the surface for an immediate signal on that one, and he's pushing Turkey back, so that's going to be no goal. Lazy hands Whelan chopping the baguette there and pushing the Turkish back. We've got a ref's timeout, though.
On peut dire que pour l'instant les Français sont sauvés par leur grosse défense et par les erreurs des Turcs à faire des fautes devant le but. Si les Turcs continuent à faire des fautes, c'est bon pour nous. Maintenant, les Français, vous ne devez pas faire de fautes et continuer à jouer et envoyer du jeu. Où sont vos palmes, les gars? Ça sert à avancer.
Yeah, so the Turkey's getting pushed back here. They obviously had a proper crack at feeding the French some delicious baklava, but the French said no thank you, and so did the referee, Nath Whelan. So it's going to be a French free puck again in their defensive area. Nice little sandwich fed to the Turks there.
I find that's a baguette.
True, that is a French sandwich, a baguette, I'm sorry, as they hit the wall right underneath the French sub-bench. But again, the Turks just putting so much pressure on the French defense here, Thomas.
Oui, donc on le voit encore une fois, les Turcs sont prêts physiquement, ils sont là, ils avancent, ils appuient sur leurs palmes. Heureusement pour les Français, ils ne font que passer devant le but et pour l'instant ils n'arrivent pas à concrétiser. Ils devraient pouvoir tenir ce rythme-là, 30 minutes, ils l'ont déjà fait souvent. Aux Français de casser leur jeu et d'enfin leur faire peur. Il faut leur faire peur, si vous ne leur faites pas peur, ils s'en fichent.
As we get a signal there from referee Para, excessive hugging against the French. At the moment, Stu, this is really anyone's game to take control of, as it seems to be just getting caught up in traffic consistently. For me, it's almost as busy as the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul there.
Very true. It's certainly congested, and so's the Grand Bazaar. I like what you did there, Nico. As the French call a timeout, the Turks are getting around their coach, and funny old thing, so are the Frenchies. So you can see the French coach there just having a chat to his lads, just trying to get them to settle down and play their plan, I'm sure, because at the moment it's been all Turkey for the first 8 minutes of this game there, Thomas.
Oui, donc tout à fait, hein, on ne peut pas dire autre chose. Les Français étaient bien partis les 15 premières secondes et depuis on est sous une domination turque sans concrétisation, heureusement pour les Français, mais comme on l'a dit, on ne passe pas impunément devant le but 10 fois de suite.
As I just try and get the Turkish off my lane rope in the pool there, as they are trying to destroy my pool equipment as we go back in here. What is happening here? We've got the puck being set up for, it's a Turkish free puck as they look for the on-ramp to the highway against you.
Zone, monsieur.
You can see the old upside-down Turkish guys getting their heads right on the bottom there. It's a technique that they've employed all competition here, as the French do a real nice job of just taking them to the safety of the wall square, so releasing the pressure a little bit as the Turks do that nice little up and under shovel that they love so much, just trying to feed that baklava to the French guys. And at the moment it's working pretty well as they bring that puck all the way over. Again, the French are being up to the challenge there of defending this puck, Thomas.
Oui, donc effectivement, on continue à rester bloqué devant le but français. Même si les Français s'en sortent bien, il leur manque le petit souffle supplémentaire pour aller porter le danger chez les adversaires. Encore une fois, les Turcs passent devant le but français. Les gars, il faut prendre les devants et partir à l'attaque.
Yeah, as we see the Turkish Seagull sitting over the back there and just managing to pluck that one off as the French set up on the corner there. But at the moment, the French really struggling to get this out of their defensive corner. And to me, it's almost as bad as getting stuck on the Arc de Triomphe there, Thomas. They just cannot find an exit out.
Yeah, there's no exit and there's many options to get a goal. So don't let them.
Yeah, Tomo's just forgotten that he's a commentator and he started barracking for the French. He's getting a bit emotional, so I better take over as the French drive that puck all the way out in the right-hand side defensive corner. But again, the Turks so good at just getting in amongst the French structure and putting a lot of pressure. They've got a relief from ref Nath Whelan for gloving here. So again, the French will get an advantage puck here, Nico.
Yeah, soft hands Whelan pulling that one up there and pushing the Turkish players back, as we've got over 330 viewers now, Stu, for 80 hours worth of watching so far in this game as we approach 5 minutes left in this first half. It's still 0-0, but certainly with the French under pressure here, Thomas.
Oui, donc les Français sont toujours sous pression. Grâce à une faute turque, ils peuvent relancer le jeu. Mais on se retrouve encore une fois sur le mur. Il y a eu un mur qui est peut-être fort pour les Français. Mais rappelons que les Turcs sont très forts, très puissants, savent nager et savent aussi taper le palais. Et voici une faute pour les Français avec un avertissement, je pense.
Yeah, and soft hands Whelan signalling a gloving infringement there against the French. It looks like number 10 from France on that one there, Thomas, which is Damien Chevalier.
Daniel, oui, Daniel, on ne fait pas de faute, Daniel. On est sous pression, on garde le contrôle du jeu. On le voit encore, les Turcs se promènent encore devant le but français. Les gars, il va falloir ouvrir et partir.
As the play continues and the Turks again bringing it up right in the middle of the highway to the danger zone with a nice little reverse flick. Really in a good strong position as he just basically uses everything he's got. Tries to just shove that baklava straight down the throat of the French guys. I'm pretty sure he's going to get obstruction called there. Interestingly enough, that he didn't get binned. The ref's saying it's a warning, so obviously the next time for number 3 he'll go into the sin bin there, Nico.
Yeah, so fantastic command presence there of Maxime Paiser, using his beard to full effect and keeping that one out, as it was the number 3, Mert Errol there, applying the pressure against France. And we're seeing a warning there, Para dishing out for excessive hugging against the Turkish guys there, Thomas.
Oui, donc on a tout à fait vu cette obstruction turque. Les Turcs sont en train de faire des fautes, c'est peut-être le signe qu'ils commencent à s'énerver. Il va falloir les mettre sous pression car même s'ils s'énervent, nous n'avons pas encore envoyé du jeu comme nous devrions le faire.
So a nice little French baguette served by that French attacker. And they get met there by a very energetic Turk guy. You can see how they just love to regain that puck and then shovel. They just shovel all day, and amazingly their players are in very good positions to pick up that shovel move. So you can see here just how physical the Turks get on the wall. Interestingly enough, the French are holding it up there right underneath their sub-bench, Nico.
Yeah, look, it is a battle of the punching right there as we watch. I'm not really sure what's going on, Stu.
Yeah, but what we can say, I would say that maybe the first time the French managed to cross the first middle of the pool.
Yeah, you're almost past halfway here, Thomas. It's a huge pain au chocolat there. Croissant, baguette, it's all happening.
C'est en route, les gars. La machine française repart. C'est la première fois qu'on les met sur le dos. On continue. Oh là 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 là, c'est parti, les gars.
And the French have found their attacking corner here. Amazing play. The first time they've ventured out of their half. We've got a signal being called by Para here. We'll see what this is. It's going to be gloving against
Bravo,
Turkey.
Para. Vive la Colombie.
Certainly playing advantage for a long time there, Para. In what has been a move against the pace of this game, Stu.
Yeah, not surprisingly, the Turkish coach just calling a timeout for his lads there. First bit of defensive pressure they're going to have to soak up. And I tell you what, the French started to look a little bit dangerous coming straight down that wall there, Thomas.
C'est la première fois que les Français deviennent dangereux. Ils ont mis une bonne pression. Ils étaient pas loin. C'est toujours trop loin encore. Donc maintenant, il y a un temps mort du coach turc. C'est très bien joué de sa part. Il a vu que son équipe se relâchait. Peut-être qu'ils ont fait trop d'efforts dans le but français. Ils n'ont pas pu tourner suffisamment. Les Français sont frais. Ils sont à l'attaque. Ils sont chez eux. Nous sommes bientôt à l'approche de la mi-temps. C'est là où il faut mettre le but, les gars. On met un but tranquillement et après, on va boire les bières.
Yeah, as we see the Turks settling into their defensive structure here, looking fairly calm and collected. Number 5 there, Ismail Sadakaya, the captain, just yelling a few words to his troops and inspiring them in what's going to be a big defence and the first time they've really had to repel the French here, Paco.
Yeah, it is. You can see the French setting up to try and feed some French parfait to the Turkish lads there. It's going to be interesting to see how they go because the Turks are very energetic and very physical on the bottom. As you can see, the spring off the wall by that Turkey defender as the French go on the attack here. I think the French have basically just had enough of what the Turks are trying to dish out here, Thomas.
J'espère qu'ils en ont assez et que maintenant ils vont commencer à jouer. Ils nous ont écrasés, à nous d'aller les écraser, mais pas dans les coins comme eux ils ont fait, aller les écraser directement dans les cages pour marquer enfin un but libérateur.
So off they go, straight out of the Turkey sub-bench area. The French trying to get it off the wall, but Turks on a little bit of a counter-attack at the moment. They are definitely getting contested by the French guys, doing a really good job of holding this play up, which they haven't really managed to do in this first half thus far, Nico.
Yeah, no, as we see the French trying to make a fast break out there, but sorry, the Turks making a fast break, but they've got numbers down. French is streaming back. Coming over the top. I'll be surprised if that isn't the goal machine himself.
Yep,
and it is. It's number 4, Amir Efecan Ay, putting that one in. The goal machine from Turkey there, streaming over the top and just plucking that puck straight off the hockey baguette there, Thomas.
C'est ce qu'on a vu, les gars. Vous avez bien travaillé avec la baguette, mais après vous êtes repartis chez eux et la petite erreur supplémentaire vous a fait prendre un contre et là vous avez pris un but. Le match n'est pas fini, il reste 16 minutes et demie, tout est à faire, mais il va falloir envoyer du jeu, les gars.
Yeah, Arman Efecan really getting it done for the Turks there. Basically just picked the pocket of that last French defender and he had no answer. As you can see him coming the outside and going for a big run around the right-hand side. You can see he's full of beans right now, scoring one goal. He wants another one as he drives that puck all the way into the corner. Contested by the French and a whole bunch of stick candy being thrown down by the Turks right now, Nico.
Yeah, that was actually the number 6, Sadatin Ibrahim Gençkil, putting that one far into the attacking corner there. As the French just try and park the bus on the Arc de Triomphe there to try and close out this last 43 seconds, Thomas.
Oui, donc là les Français jouent un peu la montre, ils n'ont pas envie de s'en prendre un deuxième, mais à force de jouer la montre, on peut tout à fait s'en prendre un deuxième, donc attention les gars, les Turcs sont là pour vous en mettre un autre.
Yeah. You can see here the referee's calling a timeout. It looks like it's against the French. Number 2 is have a little chat there from Nath Whelan for excessive hugging. So number 2 there is going to go spend 2 minutes in the sin bin, Thomas.
Oui, donc effectivement, là, on est peut-être à un tournant du match. Juste avant la fin, un élément se prend, le numéro 2, Pierre Marant, se prend une prison 2 minutes. C'est pas bon, Pierre, on ne doit pas faire ça. Donc mets-toi sur la chaise, repose-toi bien et quand tu rentres, tu mets un but pour montrer aux autres que tu as fait une erreur, mais tu corriges ton erreur.
Yeah, as we see time being signalled here at the end of this first half as the Turkish, a little bit of Turkish delight there, taking the lead 1-0 just before time was called. So it's Turkey here, Stu, 1-0 up half-time in the grand final of the 4th CMAS Age Group World Underwater Hockey Championships here in Hobart.
Yeah, a real display by the Turks there in that first half. I mean, credit to the French for holding them out for so long, but unfortunately when you're under that much pressure, it's generally just a matter of time until that team applying that pressure is going to get to the goals, and that's exactly what the Turks did in very stylish fashion there by their goal hound Ahmet Efekan Ay, putting them in front 1-0. So certainly the French could come back from here, but they have to come up with a brand of hockey that they haven't really played so far, Thomas.
Tout à fait, Stu. Donc on l'a vu, la très grosse domination des Turcs. Les Français peuvent évidemment revenir, mais pour revenir, il faut envoyer du jeu et être capable de jouer. Là, les Français sont un petit peu en dedans. Il faut absolument qu'ils se remettent à l'attaque. Ils vont démarrer à 5. They're going to play at 5. It's not a good start for the kickoff.
No, look, the Turks have only conceded 2 goals in the round robin and only 1 goal in the final series, Stu. So 3 goals conceded the whole tournament. So definitely the French with their work to do, as we see the command presence there of number 9, Maxime Paisard, ramping up his troops with that resplendent beard.
Yeah, facial racoonery at its best, I must admit. But unfortunately, it's not enough at the moment to counteract this Turkish onslaught of delight that these lads are throwing down today. With 1 minute and a half remaining in this half-time break, it's going to be very interesting to see how many of these Turks guys stay in the pool. They have been called up a fair bit for obstruction by the refs, but they haven't actually been sin bin yet. So it'll be interesting to see if the refs start throwing them out in the second half here, Tomo.
That will be very good for the French because they've got there's so much faith that we need to clear the game, and maybe the ref can send 2 or 3 out to help us. That would be a good start. Ok, donc effectivement les gars, ils sont tellement physiques les Turcs qu'on va être obligé de demander à l'arbitrage de sortir des Turcs pour permettre aux Français de peut-être avoir une chance de démarrer, à moins que les Français eux-mêmes se disent qu'ils vont prendre leur chance et redémarrer comme ils savent le faire.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself, Thomas. For me, Stu, the Turkish really up and about like a Cappadocian sunrise hot air balloon, and it's going to be interesting to see what the French have got in response to try and deflate that flight.
Yeah, that's right. It will be, and I mean, I don't know. Like, it's hard to see a solution actually. There's actually 2 French guys in the sin bin, so unfortunately the French are actually going to start this second half with 4 in the water, or maybe he was just getting kept company there in the last little bit of this half time there, Thomas.
Ok, donc on n'a pas vu le deuxième gars sortir, donc on a 2 Français sur le bord, ils sont 4 à prendre le départ face à la puissance turque. Je peux vous dire que dans ce cas-là, quand on est 4 face à 6 Turcs surpuissants comme ça, on ne rigole pas, on est concentré, on va faire le mieux qu'on peut, mais les gars, je suis très très pessimiste.
Yeah, so it's the number 2, Pierre Marant, possibly related to the number 5 from the under-19 team, also a Marant who spent a good amount of time in the sin bin in the under-19 game. As we see this swim off, and the Turks winning it by a clear margin and playing with confidence at the moment as they just throw those pucks in behind there, Stu.
Yeah, you know the Turkish guys are on a roll when you can see them not only come at the puck hard, but then also stream over players and then regain the puck. Very good at really testing the outside edge of opposition structures, the Turks. So if you really let them back in the game like the French have just done, not surprisingly with 2 players down, that's going to be the second Turkish goal here. And that's number 8, I believe there, Nico.
Yeah, so that's Mertkan Sapyorku putting that one in. There, take the Turks 3 goals ahead here. That's great momentum for Turkey. Number 2 it was it?
No, 2 goals.
2 goals ahead, sorry, that's 2.
Ah, but
getting ahead of myself, Thomas.
Could be 3. Ok, donc on l'a vu, les Français ont résisté 30 secondes, c'est bien, mais 30 secondes à 4, c'est très dur. Maintenant ils sont 5, il faut résister encore 1 minute et demie. 1 minute et demie face à la puissance turque. Je peux vous assurer que ce n'est vraiment pas gagné.
Yeah, as we see the French player re-entering the water there, so it's now 5-on-6. French with a lot to do here in this second half, Stu.
Yeah, they really do have a lot to make up, not only from a position and structural point of view, but also just from a momentum point of view. The Turks, with all the answers at the moment, as you can see the play all the way over there on the far side of the court, and you can just see how much energy these Turkish guys are bringing to the pool at the moment, and the French are going to have to come up with something to counteract just how much meat the Turks are putting on the bone there, Thomas.
Oui, donc effectivement, nous en sommes peut-être au tournant du match. D'habitude, quand je dis ça, c'est la France qui mène. Là, malheureusement, c'est les Turcs qui mènent, mais bien joué à l'équipe turque, car ils sont effectivement surpuissants. Powerful Turkish.
Yeah, definitely a very powerful Turkish team here, but the French not to be underestimated as the puck jammed in underneath their substitution area, which can go one way or the other here, Stu, but it seems to me to be the Turkish playing with confidence in the moment, ripping that puck out and looking to be happier with it on their hockey baguette.
Very true. Turks definitely throwing around a whole bunch of Turkish delight during this game so far, and with only 12 and a half or thereabouts minutes remaining, I'm sure I'm not alone in wondering how the French are going to get back into this game. They are only 2 goals behind, but it just seems to me like a massive mountain to climb for these lads.
Yeah,
tout à fait. Let me.
It's number 2, Joshkin Yagiz Aiden there being warned for excessive hugging, Thomas.
Ok, merci Nick. Effectivement, donc les Français sont 6 de nouveau, mais pour lire le jeu des Turcs et être capable de s'opposer à eux, il va falloir faire un peu plus. Là, heureusement pour nous, les Turcs ne sont pas montés sur le porteur du palais. On peut redistribuer, mais j'ai l'impression que ce sont les Turcs qui redistribuent et pas nous.
Cool. As Turks go back down the pool again. And the French doing a good job of reclaiming that puck, but under a lot of pressure. You can see how much physical presence just one of those Turkish lads puts onto their opposition players. As the French doing a good job and finally find some space, but really they needed to take it somewhere else as soon as they got engaged there, because you can see how quickly the Turkey guys get that puck back there, Nico.
Yeah, look, moving it back underneath the Turkish substitution area, not the best tactic against this big Turkish team, I don't think, Thomas.
Tout à fait. Mais là, on voit que pour les Français, c'est mieux. On arrive à avoir 2-3 Français au fond de l'eau. Donc les Français commencent à jouer. I think the French start to play now.
Yeah, hopefully. And you can see the referees are starting to get into the mix as well, as Parra, the Colombian ref, gives the French an advantage puck for a stick infringement or maybe an illegal knockdown by the Turks there. So they're going to get pushed back. But again, the Turkish guys haven't spent any time in the sin bin in this game. And they've played a really physical, fast brand of hockey. So tip of the hat to those lads for sticking it, well, at least clean enough for the refs not to see it.
As we see the French in unfamiliar territory again here, pushing this one up into attack, as we've got a referee pointing at something he's not particularly enjoying, but it's all play on here as the Turkish player flicks it and just goes head first into the French number 3 there. That's Pierre Alban Laliz.
Yeah, they don't mind a bit of head-first action, as we saw them do that in the first half right on the attacking corner of the goal tray, as the French guys regain possession, but again, they're still on the wall, and I just can't see them playing along the back wall that effectively against this Turkish team, Thomas.
Oui, donc effectivement, les Français sont plus présents. Il faut dire que les Turcs ont fait une très grosse première mi-temps. Peut-être que les Turcs maintenant sont un petit peu fatigués. Attention les gars, on recommence à faire des fautes. Ce n'est pas acceptable à ce niveau. On ne doit pas faire de fautes. On est 2 buts derrière. On doit être exemplaire.
So yeah, we're hunting number 7 from the white team here. Advantage being played by Lazy Hands Whelan as he's looking for 2 minutes for number 7. So that's Ahmet Erkin Bulak being thrown out for 2 minutes there, just as we were talking about the effort the Turks had put in at staying out of that chair today, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think it was only a matter of time until the refs got sick of it, because it certainly has not been a clean game by either team. Pretty hard to be completely faultless when you're just basically playing the wall and playing really physical. So not surprising that both teams have had people in the bin now there, Thomas.
Oui, donc effectivement, donc pas mal de prison, mais surtout du côté français. Peut-être que c'est le tournant du match, que les Turcs vont enfin aller en prison pour laisser un peu de jeu aux Français. Mais n'oublions pas qu'ils sont quand même surpuissants. Et face à une surpuissance, il va peut-être falloir que nous décidions de jouer.
Yeah, look, we've seen a few glimpses and a few moments of brilliance. There's been a little bit of Turkish delight, a little bit of Pano Shokola coming out in there, but a lot of the time it really just has been a bit more of a who can hit it the hardest rather than either team being able to execute a game plan from what it looks like over here, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, even when the Turks are flying, they do tend to lay down some smackdown first, find some space and then throw some big flicks, get around in behind the French and just sort of put a whole bunch of pressure on them that way, as opposed to playing particularly smart hockey, I would say. As you can see the pool deck chief referee, Simon Talbot, getting involved there. We're waiting on the refs still as they set this one up. I think it's going to be a Turkish free puck by the looks of it in their defensive area here, Thomas.
Ok, donc un Turc devait aller dehors et finalement il n'est pas allé dehors. On revient avec un coup franc. Non, il est allé dehors et on repart sur un coup franc français. Bon, sur un coup franc turc, ok. Donc c'est comme ça, c'est la vie.
Yeah, as we see, the refs were playing advantage there, as Tomo was saying, for the Turkish team, and then one of the Turks has infringed, found himself ejected from the pool, so it's ended up being back to a Turkish free puck against the French. And 6 on 5 here, still the Turks applying that aggressive pressure up the wall there, Parko.
Yeah, 10 minutes to go, and again you can see just the dominance physically the Turkish guys are bringing to this game as the referees get involved. Again, just quickly, if you're enjoying this stream, please jump on to GoFundMe.com/Hobart 2017 and donate generously, please, for the development of junior hockey and hockey in general. As you can see, the French taking this puck, flicking it straight down the wall again. I'd like to see them go somewhere else, Thomas.
Oui, donc les Français ont le palais, mais ils continuent à jouer sur le mur. Ils jouent le défi physique avec les Turcs. Est-ce que c'est le bon jeu? Les Turcs sont quand même extrêmement puissants, même s'ils sont que 5. Et en plus, on en profite pour faire une faute. Ce n'est pas très bien. Lucas Marcel Merzi.
Yeah, look, the Turks wrapping that French player up tighter than an Italian kebab there, as we see them take control of the play with an advantage puck underneath the substitution area, Parko.
Yeah, that's right. It's number 11 there for the Turks, just gets involved again on the wall. So Turks not really looking to bring it off the wall either, surprisingly, and they're certainly looking a lot more dangerous once they get it into space, when they get it into space. But I guess the French are doing a good job of bottling it up. But again, the Turks not really trying to initiate any sort of sideways movement, as the French going on a nice little drive here, Tomo.
Oui, donc effectivement, hein, j'aurais pas dit mieux, c'est parfait ce que tu as dit. Les Turcs, on le voit, font encore des fautes, donc c'est bon pour les Français. Tant qu'ils ne sortent pas, on n'a pas de supériorité numérique. Surtout que le Turc qui était en prison va rentrer maintenant. Les Français n'ont pas de solution, ils se heurtent à un mur. They're eating the wall, as we said.
Yeah, as we get some emotion into the booth here, as Thomas waving his microphone around like a gesticulating Parisian taxi driver. And Parko, it's a Turkish timeout here. I think for me, Loic Aubert, the French coach, they really need to come up with something, because at the moment their strategy of trying to lock this down on the wall is just not coming up against the Turks.
Yeah, that's right. 8 minutes, 22 seconds remaining with this timeout playing out here. Both teams with an opportunity to just reassess how their game plan is going. Quick shout out to Andre Heller, the lad picking me up on the / nomenclature of the GoFundMe.com website for the Hobart 2017 campaign. Thank you very much, Andre, for letting me know that he's actually technically a /. If you don't know Andre, he's that small in stature, sort of wiry, needs to go to the gym more or less, needs to sort of get a bit more food in his gut type guy. He's a very nice lad, and obviously all over the computer nomenclature there, Nico.
Yeah, number 7, Ahmet Erken Bulak, ready to jump back in the pool here as we see the French with an advantage puck and a chance to maybe get one on the board. Just interestingly, during that timeout, Thomas, we saw Joshkun Yagiz Aiden there just pointing at his head. I'm not sure if he was worried about something that was going on or if he was trying to signal to his teammates that it's, focus and concentrate for this last 8 minutes as the Turks go back to full strength.
Ok, Nick, donc 8 minutes de la fin du match, 8 minutes, tout est encore possible. Mais 8 minutes à 2-0 face à une puissance turque où les Français pour l'instant ne trouvent pas de solution pour pouvoir se ménager un passage jusqu'au but. Ça va être compliqué.
Yeah, the command presence is of Nathan Whelan and his beard just signalling around. He's not happy. He was hunting a French player and he's looking for a rip of some description happening as we're pushing back the French players here for a Turkish free puck.
Yeah, that's right. We can see the French player just trying to get the number here. Number 1 going into the sub bench, I believe. Or number 7.
Antoine Vandamas se retrouve en prison. Donc encore une fois, les gars, les Turcs sont surpuissants et nous on se met en infériorité numérique. Et tout de suite on recule. On le voit, les Turcs jouent le mur et ils sont pas là pour rigoler. Donc ils viennent, je dirais, nous bastonner dans le mur. Et il va falloir sortir du mur, les gars, ou faire autre chose.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. I couldn't agree more. As the French again having to do some serious defending here as the Turks press their advantage down the far side of the court. The French doing a good job of just holding it up back there, but unfortunate for those guys that this is definitely not where they want the puck at the moment. As referee Nath Whelan says infringement against the Turkey guys for an illegal knockdown there, Thomas.
Ok, donc on voit les Français reprennent le palais, mais quasiment à chaque tir, c'est un Turc blanc qui récupère le palais et qui repart sur nos petits noirs français. Là, ça commence à bien faire, les gars. Il faut vraiment tirer sur les noirs. C'est ce qu'on a dit pour les moins de 19. Quand on se fait des passes entre nous, c'est plus facile que d'aller chercher le palais chez les autres.
So with just over 6.5 minutes to go here in this, the last game of the 4th Age Group World Underwater Hockey Championships here in Hobart. Puck bottled up on this far wall, and it's really time for the French to find something special, Stu.
Yeah, they really need to pull out all the stops, start eating a whole bunch of frogs' legs, maybe smash some snails and create something special in this game because with 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, it's still all Turkey there, Thomas.
Effectivement, là, donc ça sent le pâté, comme on dit chez nous, c'est pas bon du tout. We can smell the fish, it's not good we feel the wood, so that's not good, and we see the Turkish going in one more time.
Yeah, Turkish player just jumping on the ferry across the Bosphorus there and driving towards the tray as we see the signalling going on, and the ferry has landed at the dock and the puck is in the bin. And to me, Stu, 3-0 now. Number 11 there, that's Joshkun Okanvural putting that one in, and I think that might signal the end of the French in this game, Stu.
Yeah, old Joshkun getting it done for the Turks there with a whole bunch of Turkish delight, and Baklava going down range straight in the middle of the danger zone all the way to the fly past for those lads. So a lot of pressure being applied on the French here, Thomas.
On n'a plus rien à dire, les gars. Là maintenant, les Turcs ont le contrôle absolu du match. On se retrouve en prison, ils ont plus de puissance et on est moins nombreux. Là maintenant, il va falloir allumer les cierges et démarrer les palmes.
As we see the entire Turkish portion of the crowd there just getting behind their team here in what is the last game of this grand final, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. They're waving flags around, they're throwing kids around. It's all good for the Turkey guys here as they're setting up 3 goals ahead of the French in what has been so far and looks like remaining a very dominant game by the Turkey lads here, Thomas.
Oui, une domination, on ne peut pas dire plus qu'une domination. C'est une domination, mais ce n'est pas non plus une fessée. Donc les Français peuvent encore largement marquer un but, mais il faut qu'ils trouvent la route vers le but. They have to find the path to the goal. And that's not open yet.
Yeah, as we see the French going back to full numbers here, and they seem to have lifted their game and found an extra gear with just under 5.5 minutes to go, Stu. It's going to take a massive effort.
It will as the buzzer goes again. Quick shout out here as the French get a free puck. Hydro Underwater Hockey. Jump online, go to their Facebook page, get yourself around the underwater hockey gear that they have to offer. A lot of people around the world using their stuff and love it. As the French get another advantage puck, the Turks setting up, and again, as Nick said, the French really have to find something here. They're going to have to move the puck around. They're going to have to find a way through this Turkish structure and put it in the tin pretty quick here, Thomas.
On le voit, les Turcs sont quand même très puissants et nous on se retrouve face à eux à l'envers, la crosse à l'envers pour essayer de les pousser. Faut pas rêver les gars, faut jouer pour de vrai. La crosse elle est à plat, on appuie sur les palmes, on se redonne du jeu et on vient aider son partenaire. Comme là ça pourrait peut-être le faire avec peut-être un but. Et non.
Yeah, numbers there behind the puck for the French, and we've got signal on the surface here though. Nathan Lazy Hands Whelan, he's getting all over this, signalling. I think this will be a penalty goal. Penalty goal for France. So with 4.5 minutes on the clock, the score goes to 3-1. Stu, can we get this done as we pull up a replay here?
Well, look, guys, here comes the pressure. That's definitely the change in momentum the French need to give themselves any chance of actually wrenching this game off the Turks. So finally, the French establish a bit of momentum. Finally, they get close enough to the goals to put one in, and let's see how the French can go from here, Thomas.
Oui, donc là, on a vu une grosse action française qui se concrétise par un but. Donc c'est bien, les Français ont trouvé la voie du but. Maintenant, il faut la trouver une fois, on l'a fait, et il va falloir la trouver plusieurs fois.
Yeah, as we see the Turks just putting a flick over the top of one of the French players' bodies there as we're right on the on-ramp to the danger zone here, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. You can see just how energetic these Turks have come out now. They really won that strike with a whole bunch of purpose. And funny old thing, we find ourselves right on the back wall of the French defence. Once again, the Turks putting a whole bunch of pressure on the Frenchies. You can see just the good body position that Turk gets on the back wall there, and so does the next guy. The puck comes out right straight down the middle of the highway to the danger zone, but in reverse. So there wasn't really anywhere else for the Frenchies to take it in that case there, Thomas.
Oui, donc on a vu une très grosse pression défensive, on a vu aussi des fautes des Français sur le but. On s'en sort pas mal avec un coup franc contre nous, on aurait très bien pu avoir encore une 2 minutes et ça aurait signifié la fin du match. 3 minutes, on peut encore y aller, mais là avec un coup franc turc en face de chez nous, il va pas falloir avoir la main qui tremble.
And with over 400 people tuning in here and 280 hours watched of this game, the last 3 minutes as this unfolds, we've got a French player breaking out, but just hesitating there, Parko. But we've got a fast break. The player is away. It's good defending there from the Turkish, and they certainly have the numbers down to support, Parko.
Yeah, the French breakaway player really needed some support around him to have any chance of finding some quality space there. As Nathan Whelan again calling the infringement here and taking a ref's time out, Thomas.
Ok, donc effectivement, on a vu quand les Français se décident de palmer, ils peuvent mettre les Turcs en danger. Les Turcs se défendent en faisant des fautes. Il reste 2 minutes 30, je crois, à peu près 2 minutes 30. Un temps mort des arbitres qui nous permet de gagner du temps, c'est super. Ils vont peut-être sortir un Turc, mais tout est encore à jouer.
Yeah, and Nath just hunting number 4 there. So that's Amir Efecan Ay there, the Turkish goal machine. Ejected for 2 minutes for excessive hugging. So Nathan Lazyhand Whelan punishing him there on that French breakaway.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that, because if the rumours are true, that's $100 every minute he spends in that bin. So, I mean, he'll be happy enough, I'm sure, with the gold medal. Very unlikely that the French are actually going to be able to come back from here, Thomas.
2 minutes 28, supériorité numérique, ça veut dire 1 minute pour marquer et espérer une autre minute pour marquer, c'est très très dur déjà.
I tell you what though, guys, with one player down, it's certainly the time that the Frenchies could come up with something special here. The Turks certainly are in a vulnerable position with their goal scoring machine in the sin bin, Nico.
Yeah, look, it's time to put down your baguette, put down your croissant, stop sipping on that chocolat and grab it and drive it through the highway, Parko, because they are down to 4 players, and that's the number 11, Joshkin Orkan Vural, being ejected from the pool, Parko.
Yeah, interesting enough. Here we go, the French, they're coming, and the Turks, they're going to have to come up with something very special in defence to keep them out of the goals here, Thomas.
Oui, donc là, il faut profiter de l'événement. Effectivement, là, on pourrait peut-être en profiter, une bonne attaque française, mais un seul Français et 4 Turcs, ça va pas suffire, les gars. Il faut descendre et récupérer le palais. Les Turcs jouent la montre, ils ont raison de jouer la montre.
Yeah, look, as the Turks jump aboard the Anatolian Express there and just park the bus in the corner, as they've been penalised for obstruction though and free arm, and it's going to be a French free puck on the 5-2 as we're inside the 2 minutes. The clock now stopping. It is going to take something big from the French here, Parko.
Yeah, the French really need to apply pressure without letting that puck go into that attacking corner. That's exactly where the Turks will want it, as they get that puck and they're trying to shovel it to their advantage. But Turks so strong under their bodies, and with their first hit as they take it all the way out to that far side there, Nico.
Yeah, number 2, Joshkin Yagiz Aiden there, just hitting that hard and sprinting out. The goal tray switch here though, number 5, Ishmael Sarakaya, the presence of mind to just turn and swim that across his own goal tray. Almost Australian-esque, Parko.
Yeah, the captain there just showing everyone how it's done, as the French again push an advantage. The Turks down in numbers, but you wouldn't guess it at the moment as they drive it out along this near side wall, Thomas.
Oui, donc on a vu une belle occasion française qui ne s'est pas concrétisée. Attention de ne pas faire de faute, il reste 1 minute. Ça va être, ils reviennent à 5, donc 5 contre 6. 1 minute à jouer, guys.
Yeah, look, I think the game is over here, and we are going to have a backed up for the first time the under-23 men's division. A world champion going twice around as the number 13, Mert Dogan, drives that one hard up the wall there. As we close this game out underneath the French substitution area. The French just waiting too long to bring a proactive brand of hockey to this game, and spending the first 3/4 of the game just playing reactive and trying to shut it down before finally finding their feet in the last 5 minutes here, Parko.
Yeah, that's right. As the buzzer goes again, like, you know, as you said, Nico, couldn't agree more. But funnily enough, they were trying to shut it down without actually dictating it on the wall, and that was the big difference. If the French wanted to actually play the wall, they needed to actually dictate the wall game. The moment they realised they couldn't dictate, they needed to change their plan, and they really didn't the whole game there, Thomas.
Effectivement, donc on a fait peut-être une erreur tactique, on a voulu jouer la puissance face aux Turcs, mais quand même tout le monde savait qu'ils étaient puissants. Il fallait sortir du mur. Après, sortir du mur c'est facile comme on dit toujours, mais il faut être très fort pour le faire. Et aujourd'hui les Turcs ont imposé leur puissance et ils vont être une nouvelle fois champions du monde.
Yeah, last 5 seconds here of this, the 4th CMAS World Underwater Hockey Championships in Hobart as they pin it in the corner. The clock ticks over and it is going to be the Turkish under-23 men's team backing up their world champion result from 2015 in Castellón, taking the gold medal here, Parko.
Yeah, to put it into perspective, an amazing performance by those guys. They had, I'm pretty sure I'm right, 3 goals scored against them in this whole competition. So, is that correct off the stats?
4 now with this one they've conceded in this game. But,
only 4. Oh, as a Turkish supporter goes down, jumping the fence, but he's happy anyway. As you can see, those guys are singing with jubilation. So well done, Turkey. Commiserations to the French lads.
Yeah, that's actually their federation president there, Mr. Sahin Ozan, going us up over the barrier. But just trying to get excited and get in there and support his team, as he's been an avid supporter of this group all week. And we see them getting together there. That's the emotion of a win at a World Championships, Thomas.
Tout à fait, donc très gros match des Français. Rappelons qu'en demi-finale, ils ont battu la Nouvelle-Zélande qui était un des favoris. Ils sont arrivés en finale, peut-être qu'ils ne pensaient pas y aller, qu'ils ont mis un peu de temps à démarrer. Ils ont mis presque 20 minutes à démarrer leur match. C'est trop tard, les Turcs étaient là. Rappelons qu'ils ont été champions du monde. Gagner une fois c'est dur, mais gagner 2 fois c'est encore plus dur. Congratulations for the Turks.
Yeah, absolutely, Thomas. Well said. As we see them pulling the flag in there and getting very patriotic, it's a great result for the Turkish and a credit to the effort that they've put in over this last 10 years in their junior development program. Sadly, this is going to be the last time I get to sit next to you in the booth here, Parko. Last chance for people to jump on the GoFundMe / or / Parko?
/ I believe.
/ Hobart 2017 and show your support for junior underwater hockey and the work that all the volunteers have put in here, putting together this package for you. We are going to live stream the closing ceremony now as we present all the medals to the victors. For those of you that haven't already got a party ticket for tonight, if you're in Hobart, come down to the pool this afternoon and grab one, as it's your last chance to get along to what is going to be the main event in the city tonight, and it's going to be a fantastic thing. Thomas, thank you for putting all the time in the commentary over the last few days that you've been here.
I would have not said better than you, Nick. And Sue, thanks for letting me speak in French if I can, and sometime in English also.
No, great, and look, hopefully next time we'll even manage to keep your language under control. So great work.
It was not me, I don't speak English, monsieur.
Great effort in here, Tom. And Parko, it's been a massive week from you. Thanks for breaking your leg and making yourself available to us.
Oh, it's my sincere pleasure to have been a part of this this tournament in some small way. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch these athletes compete and an absolute pleasure to be involved calling these games. So thanks very much for everyone around the world for getting involved and showing your support for this, what has been an absolute stellar competition and a stellar performance by all these amazing athletes, Nico.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got Dave Lambert out on the deck just trying to signal a few players over to grab an interview. And we're actually going to send Tristan Reynard out there to help him track someone down, because he's looking fine in his suit standing behind me here. Look, without the support of all the sponsors and the donators at this tournament, we wouldn't have been able to get done what we have. So a huge thank you to the Tasmanian State Government, the Hobart City Council, and all our other major sponsors, 6AA Underwater Hockey, Shark Equipment, as we're going to go live to Dave on the deck here with the vice captain from Turkey. Looks like the number 11, Joshkun Orkunvural.
Okay, welcome poolside, and I'm here with the vice captain. Congratulations, well hard fought tournament, and you've come out on gold.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It was a really hard tournament, and the end is, well, I can't explain the feeling.
You can speak to your friends and family back home and your family here in Turkish pool.
Okay. Herkese çok teşekkür ediyoruz bize desteğiniz için. Sizi elimizden geldiğince yüzüstü bırakmamaya çalıştık. Yani çok fazla bir şey söyleyemiyorum şu an. Teşekkür ederiz herkese.
Congratulations, just again, speeches. Go join the boys and enjoy the rest of the night. Okay. And now we're just waiting for maybe we'll get one of the French players to join us. And captain, we're looking for the captain of the French. Yep. And I'll ask Thomas to come here. And Thomas, that was an exciting game for you to call. Very emotional for you.
Oui, donc tout à fait. Donc c'était vraiment un match énorme. On savait que les Turcs étaient très très forts. On espérait un sursaut des Français. On le sait, quand on a énormément de puissance comme ça, il faut le faire. Ils l'ont fait hier grâce à un superbe match. Ils ont réussi à battre la Nouvelle-Zélande, c'était peut-être leur match de trop. Ils ont pensé que la compétition était finie et que maintenant ils étaient les dieux. Malheureusement, les Turcs étaient là pour leur rappeler la dure réalité. Le match est fini que quand on a fini de jouer. Aujourd'hui, donc, nous allons récupérer Maxime. Alors, Maxime, donc je suis vraiment désolé, hein, c'est la vie, tu vois. On regarde, Maxime, viens là. Donc, on regarde la caméra, Maxime, le premier mot après, c'est une défaite, mais ce n'est pas une raclée, Maxime.
Non, c'est pas une raclée. Bon, on est tombé contre une équipe de Turquie qui était au-dessus de nous, tout simplement. Ils étaient plus forts que nous. On n'a pas eu les armes, on n'a pas mis en place la bonne tactique, je pense. Ben voilà, on a perdu, tout simplement. On est tombé sur plus fort que nous. Donc là, c'est le temps de digérer un peu la défaite. Puis après, on sera heureux. On fait vice-champion du monde. C'est pas rien. C'est pas rien. C'est pas ce qu'on voulait, mais c'est pas rien.
Vice-champion du monde, donc c'est quelque chose de très fort. Moi, je vous rappelle, les gars, quand on a commencé il y a 30 ans, on finissait dernier des championnats du monde. Là, vous ramenez une médaille. Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire à la France ?
Bah, continuer comme ça, continuer dans ses efforts. On en reste l'une des nations phares. J'espère que notre équipe élite, elle ira chercher le titre au championnat d'Europe. Et puis voilà, et on ira gagner le championnat du monde au Québec. Et puis voilà, c'est pas fini, ça s'arrête pas.
Super Maxime, félicitations encore une fois. Merci guys, see you next time.